We are watching a series of videos on data visualization using Tableau. In this session, we are going to learn how to create sets and the use of sets. Now, if you've seen the previous video, you know the use of groups. For example, we created a group of subcategories and we call that stationery, which is kind of a super subcategory. And we could create subcategories according to the way we want to look at the products without depending on the original data, the way the original data is structured. Groups can be created for any number of uh, values in a particular dimension, like subcategories. Set is slightly different. Set is more like a Boolean condition. That means we have to use set in a way where certain uh, dimensional values are either in the set or they're out of the set. For example, we can create a set of those subcategories where the sale is more than, let's say, 100,000. That means there will be a set of subcategories which will be in the set, and there will be another set of subcategories that will be out of the set. So a set, unlike a group, is a Boolean condition. There can be many groups, but a set can have only two values, either in or out. So let us first create a set of those subcategories where the sale is more than 100,000. How do we do that? We go to the subcategory and under create, you will see there's something called set. There are other ways of creating sets as well, and we'll soon see those other methods of creating set. But as of now, let us create the set in this method. So we'll create a set here. Now I can create set in various ways. For example, I can also create a set like the way I did in case of group. I can select some subcategories here and create a set with those subcategories. So basically, those subcategories that will be a part of the set will be in and the others will be out. I can define some conditions, and I can also create a set of subcategories which consist of, let's say, top 10 subcategories in terms of sales. For now, we are going to create a subcategory set where we have defined a condition that the sales will be more than 100,000. So we'll define the condition based on a field, and the field is sales. And the sum of sales has to be greater than 100,000. As you can see, we can use some formula as well. For example, we can create a set where the profit percentage is more than, let's say, 25%. There are various other manipulations that can be done, some of which we might see in some of the future videos. For now, we are creating a subcategory set where the sale is more than 100,000. So let us call this subcategory set a subcategory where sale greater than 100,000. Okay. So now we have this subcategory set where the sale is greater than 100,000, and if we take the subcategory wise sale, the normal subcategory sale that we have seen, let's put this as, and now we can use this subcategory sale greater than 100,000 in the filter. Put this in the filter, and moment you put this in the filter, you can see that It is only showing those subcategories where the sale is more than 100,000. If you want, you can show the other subcategories which are having a sale less than 100,000 in this data, in this chart, but in two different colors. So in order to do that, what we can do is we can say, instead of showing members in set, we can say show in and out of set. So I can say show both in and out. And what will happen is that I'll be able to see both the sets which are in and out. Obviously, here we're not going to differentiate. So let us go back to the original one where we are saying that just show the set which are in, show the members in the set. I went to the edit set, so we show members in the set. Now, if I want to show both in and out, but in two different colors, I can do one more thing. I can take this out and I can put in and out in the color. Now see what happens. I can see both the subcategories whose sale is more than 100,000 as well as the subcategories whose sale is less than 100,000, but in two different colors. If I want, I can change this color as well. I can go to the edit color, and let's say the ones that are out, I mark them as orange. Hide this color, and now we have a chart which shows those subcategories where the sale is more than 100,000 and those subcategories where the sale is less than 100,000. Let us name the sheet. Subcategory set on sale greater than 100,000. Subcategory set sale. Yeah. Let us now create another set. This time we are going to create a set on profit. And we'll soon see how the combination of these two can become very interesting chart. So we are going to create a set of those subcategories where the profit is greater than zero. In other words, those we are making profit and differentiate that from those who are making losses. So we'll do this. First of all, we have to create a set. And this time the condition is that the profit is greater than zero. Call the subcategory profit greater than zero. And we'll take the same subcategory sales make this chart as bar chart, sort this in terms of sales, and now put the profit subcategory as profit greater than zero in the color. Now see that the blue color are the ones where the sale where the profit is greater than zero, and the gray color is the where it is actually loss. We can change this color to more intuitive color. We know green is profit, it is green, and red is loss. It's loss. And now we have a chart that clearly shows the subcategories where the profit is greater than zero, that is the subcategories that are making profit versus the subcategories that are making loss. We had made a similar kind of chart where we had shown the profit in terms of a color gradient, but there the color gradient was relative in the sense that it was showing those subcategories that are low in profit and those subcategories that are high in profit. It was not necessarily showing the ones that are loss making and the ones that are profit making. But here it's binary. It is showing those subcategories that are loss making in red and those subcategories that are profit making in green. Let's name this sheet subcategory set on profit. Now we are going to do something interesting. We are going to create a combination of these two sets. And we are going to identify those subcategories where the sale is greater than 100,000 and the profit is greater than 0. That means these are my interesting subcategories. They are the ones that are giving me high sales as well as they are profitable. And these are the subcategories probably I need to focus on. So I'm going to create a combination of these two sets. Now, how do I do that? Go to any of the two sets that you have created and select create combined set. Something interesting is going to happen when you create combined set. So let's first name this set. So subcategory sales greater than 100,000 and profit greater than 0. Now it is trying to join two tables. So those of you who have some background of relational database management systems and data warehouses, you know the concept of joining. If there are two uh, different informations available in two different tables, we can join that provided there is a common field between the two tables. And in this case, the common field is obviously the subcategory. So I will join the table which contains a set of subcategories where the sale is more than 100,000 and the other table which consists of the set of subcategories the profit is greater than 0. We want to get those subcategories which meet both these conditions. In set theory, this is called an AND condition. So we have to select this. So you can see if you recollect your set theory concepts from high school maths, this is basically the green zone, which is the intersection between the two circles. So you have to select this. Okay. Now we have a set where the sales is greater than 100,000 and the profit is greater than 0. And using this particular condition, we are going to create our third chart where we have the subcategory by sales first. But this time, we are going to have those subcategories where the sale is greater than 100,000 and the profit is greater than 0. And we're going to show them in different colors. So we'll take this. This is the one. This is the color. And now have two different colors. You can see the ones where the sale is greater than 100,000 and the profit is greater than 0. They are in blue. Rest others where either the sale is less than 100,000 or the profit is less than 0. Then they are shown in gray color. Let's make these colors a little different. Let's keep this as blue and let's keep this as yellow. And now we have two sets of subcategories where we have sale of the blue ones are the ones where the sale is more than 100,000 and they're profitable. The yellow ones are the ones where which are either the sale is less than 100,000, which means that the sale is low, or the profit is less than 0, which is they're unprofitable, or they're both. Let's just name this. we'll see some other interesting ways of creating sets. If you remember, we had created this scatter plot of orders where we have shown the sales and the profit. What if we want to create a set of those set of orders where both the sales and the profit is high? Because they are, of course, the high performing orders, and we kind of we probably would like to incentivize those salespeople who are behind these orders. Uh, Now we want to do that in a drag and uh, in a drag mode. That means I should be able to drag and identify this set of orders that are belonging to a zone which is having high sales and high profit, and create a set for that. Now this is also possible where we can create a set simplified by dragging few objects and bringing it within the set. Let's see how we can do this. For this, we'll first make a copy of this so that we don't want to disturb the original chart. Make a copy of this and we'll call this set of orders with high sale profit. Let me first bring it. Let me first take it towards the end, because I want to keep all of these together. There we. So I am going to drag this area. Okay, so let's consider these are the orders. I hope everything has been taken. Yes. And I want to call these as high performers and make them in the set, and the rest of the orders average performance or non-high performance. So it's a set. So there is not multiple classification. Either they are part of high performance or they are not. And I can create a set from here. I'll say that create it for all the dimensions, because there are multiple dimensions like order, category, etc. We'll create a set considering all dimensions of category as well as order. And this is a set of orders for different categories which are high performance. So create this and we'll call this one is the high performance. And so in this particular case, this is going to be a group. So we have actually grouped them as a high performance, and the rest of it are non-high performance. So we can say orders by sales and profit. So note that it's a group, not a set. Separated this. So rename this by say profit. So rename this as other. Group this. Need this empty group. Line. Okay. And I can change these colors now. So orders high performer, maybe green, and other orders maybe orange. So now I have two sets of orders, one which are high performer and the others which are uh, not a part of high performer. So this is a group, not a set, even though it is looking like a set or acting like a set, it actually is a group. Uh, I can, so maybe I don't need this card anymore because people can understand these are green means high performer. Um, we can also use the label for something. So let's say we want to put subcategory in the label. So we can see that the high performer orders are belonging to which subcategory, and we can see that majority of the high performer orders were actually all the high performer orders are performing orders are either binders or copiers. So very clearly it comes out that binders and copiers, these as subcategories, are high performers in terms of both sales and profit. So this gives an idea about how you can use groups and set in an innovative way to get some insights about your data set. Please do remember to save your data before you stop.